off and running.
Okay.
All right. How is everybody doing today?
I'm good.
Those of you that are tuning in, my name is Richard.
I'm Battie.
And we are with Legend Studios LHV Publishing. And today we are going to be talking about our top 5.
But what's the topic for our top 5 today?
You, Battie, let them know.
Ugh, what's the point of talking to you? Today is our top 5 Mel Brooks films. I guess it's just a mix. Yeah, that he directed. He is in some of our picks, I'm assuming. I know he's in. Is he in some of mine? He is in, probably. I think so. But
yes.
The movies that he's directed. Yeah, I need to.
No. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
All but one.
Oh, yeah, he is in that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So, what?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Where's my legs? Okay, so we have Mel Brooks films, top 5, and she doesn't know my picks. I don't know her picks. We're going to talk about it, and she'll be wrong, I'll be right. Yours list will probably be different. Doesn't matter, I'm right. So, here we go. # Mel Brooks movies.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to start incorporating that.
Well, I wrote it right here. # number 5.
All right, number 5.
Should we do honorable mentions?
I actually don't have any, but yeah, if you have one.
I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay, so I was writing down my list, and I was like, uh-oh, I forgot one. That means everything's got to do the shuffle. Uh-oh, that wasn't on my list. Uh-oh. So my honorable mention...
How many do you have?
Oh, I have 5.
No, how many honorable mentions?
Oh, just the one.
Okay.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. Honorable mention. Honorable mention.
I can't wait to see your list. How is that an honorable mention?
I had to go with that as an honorable mention, and you'll see with my list.
Unforgivable.
And that's what made it hard, was because one of the ones I wanted on my list, I gotta drop everything.
Oh my god.
So that's my honorable mention, just to kind of give you an idea of what my list is going to be like.
Now I'm scared if I forgot a movie. Like, I actually looked up his listings because I was shocked that he only has credits of direction for 12 movies, I think.
I think it's 11 or 12.
Yeah, and it feels like he's done so much more.
Yeah.
But
well, a lot of people he's worked with have trickled over into those movies and other movies. You must have a movie on there that I overlooked, because that is that's shocking. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love the movie.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm like, what the hell's on your list?
We're men in tights.
Yes. All right, number 5. Make sure I spell everything right, because I don't know how to spell.
All right, so number 6, honorable mention. Number 5. Okay, so here we go with number 5. 3, 2, 1. High Anxiety.
Oh, I wonder if that's one of the movies. Silent movie, yeah. I didn't like High Anxiety. It wasn't. I think I've only seen it like twice, and I don't even know if I've seen it all the way through. I couldn't get into it. It's actually one of his few movies I don't like.
Yeah, it's the comedy is a lot softer. It's more sublime. It's not sublime. It's more passive. Because it's a parody of Alfred Hitchcock movies, and I think it's fantastic. You know, he plays a doctor who has high anxiety, which is a medical term, which is funny, you know, and he can't be in high places, and it's just a whole cast of characters. Cloris Leachman.
Oh, very good cast. Yeah.
I will say the one character I missed that should have been there was, of course, Marty Feldman. I think he passed. Yeah, he had. But, yeah, Madeline Kahn, Harvey Korman, Dick Van Dyke. I mean, not Dick Van Dyke, Dick Van Patten. Ron Carey. Yeah, it was a great cast. I thought it was really well done. And you could always see the parallels between the Hitchcock movies and I know we've talked about Hitchcock movies, especially The Birds. I think it's one of the best comedies ever written.
That movie's so stupid. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, now let me turn this off so I don't get any phone calls.
Yeah, Dad. Rude.
Quiet you. Okay, so there we go. Did you want to add anything to the silent movie?
Excuse me. One of the only things I want to add is that, when, on our last live show, when you brought it up, you did bring up in the chat how many people actually knew about silent movie, and I think that's one of the, because I had already written my list before our live show. I had my order down, and silent movie was my number 5, and yeah, so I think that adds a little bit more emphasis, because I don't think a lot of people, as far as like Mel Brooks movies go, how much attention silent movie gets, and I think it's a little bit underrated.
Yeah.
Out of all his movies.
I mean, anybody who was anyone at that time in Hollywood was in the damn movie.
One of my favorite, I'm going to say his name wrong, but one of my favorite appearances in that movie was the French mime.
Marcel.
Yeah, I can't say that name.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite. That is so funny. The
only one who actually speaks
in
is...
Yeah,
Marcel.
And it's not easy to make, in this day and age, to make a silent film.
Oh, no.
And he did it really well. And it was really funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, Mel Brooks, Ron Carey, and Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love Dom DeLuise.
That guy was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And even though it may not have been funny, once he started laughing, you couldn't help. He had such an infectious laugh.
He did, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like the cutest, like, hysterical chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just one of those underrated movies.
He did a movie. Oh, I can't think of the name. It was him, Jerry Reed from Smokey and the Bandit, and Suzanne Plachette. And they were undercover cops trying to bust a theft ring. And there's one scene where they end up getting high. And the whole scene is Dom DeLuise laughing. And it's hilarious because he comes up into the screen, he's laughing, and behind him is a moose head. Was it moose or elk? Anyway, it looks like he has the antlers, and he's laughing. He falls back out of the screen. It was, yeah. Once he starts going, it's very infectious. Okay, number 4. We're going on to number 4. So in the comments, make sure you're letting everybody know yes, you agree with me, and no, you disagree with her. With Battie. Okay.
I hate that I always have to like triple check my spelling on every word except for governor. Cause like my spelling is so bad. Right?
I gotta fix that today. Okay, you count off. This is number 4, peoples.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, number 4? That's what you put for number 4?
Okay, we both struggled with our order.
Yeah.
For these movies. That is shocking to me for you.
There's a reason.
Now,
you'll see the reason.
I'm pretty sure I know what your number 1 is, but now I don't know your order. I thought I had your order down. It was really hard to put this at number 4, but I will explain later on why it's not low, but why it's number 4 and not higher. But how can you not like Blazing Saddles?
Absolutely.
It's so damn funny.
And it keeps coming up into conversations. Could that movie be made today?
No.
That movie couldn't have been made in the last 25 years.
No. Quite a few of his movies couldn't have been. And even movies that were made like 10 years ago can't be made today.
Yeah.
Just because of how much shifting it
the social perspective has changed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And not necessarily like, oh, people are so sensitive. It's like, no, I think a lot of it has to do with more people realizing, oh, some of this isn't actually funny because it's poking fun of like victims and stuff. But I mean, shades of gray. Everyone has their own opinions of it, and that's fine. I think I know a lot of people probably disagree with me on how I view it, which is fine. But no, even movies that have been made 10 years ago couldn't have been made today.
Yeah.
And this could not have been made today at all.
Yeah.
No way in hell. But it is such a good movie, and it's, for something to be at number 4, it's still one of those movies I could watch 1,000 times and never get tired of.
Absolutely. The first farting scene ever filmed.
So stupid. Yeah.
Co-written and created by Richard Pryor. Cleavon Little.
They punch a horse. They punch a horse.
Oh no.
Oh, you forgot the names. I'm not good with names. You're talking about
the sheriff.
Oh, the sheriff. Okay.
Oh my God. Gene Wilder. I think it's Cleavon Little. I'll post in the comments if I'm wrong, but I want to say
you can keep talking. I'll look it up.
It was, I mean, oh my God. It was just a fantastic movie, and if you haven't seen it, and that's the thing, if you have something that is very well made, a lot of the issues and situations that are brought up in the movies, if it's really well made, it becomes art.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make it any less?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's Cleavon Little.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Morons. I know it wasn't his line, but the fact that I don't think he was supposed to start laughing.
Yeah.
Like as much as they did, because there was a hard cut after that.
Yeah. I didn't get a harumph from that guy. Harumph. Yeah.
Actually, one of the I think out of everything, even compared to what's on the rest of my list, probably one of the most quotable movies too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, more so than Spaceballs. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, Spaceballs, Star Wars, Star Trek, I mean, everything falls into this category.
Yeah.
And, yogurt. You heard of me? You heard of me?
So Jewish.
Yeah. Yogurt the Wise.
No, Yogurt the Great.
Yogurt.
You're the powerful. Please, it's just plain yogurt.
Yes. Just plain yogurt.
So stupid. Yeah, I love that movie. And again, one of the movies that I can watch 1,000 times and never get tired of.
Yeah. The Salute's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that was my number 4 is Spaceballs.
I think I have the rest of your list figured out now. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Every time I'm like, because trying to figure out your list is like trying to figure out mine. And yeah.
Do the countdown? This is number. Ooh, I forgot to write down the number. This is
You're gonna confuse everyone.
Numero tres. Okay, here we go.
Number trois. 3, 2, 1. Wow, I don't know your list at all.
Young Frankenstein.
Men in Tights. Okay, so not as quotable or bingeable as Blazing Saddles for me, but there's more of a nostalgia factor for Men in Tights because growing up, this was one of the movies that I would constantly watch.
You and Nikki, yeah.
Yeah, and I I love Carrie Elways.
Mm-hmm.
I love Carrie Elways, and I think that's I think he's one of the reasons why I placed this movie higher than Blazing Saddles, but the nostalgia factor was super high for this one. That's why it outranked Blazing Saddles. And again, I can watch it a lot and not get sick of it, but it's definitely not as funny as Blazing Saddles. Nowhere near, but nostalgia.
Right. Yeah. Blinken, what are you doing? I'm guessing
no one's coming.
Come down, Blinken. Twit.
That's so funny.
Young Frankenstein, I just need to double check, but Young Frankenstein,
I know what your number one is, at least now.
is the only one that Mel Brooks wasn't in. He did a voiceover.
Yeah.
But it's the only one he wasn't in. And, I mean, Peter Boyle, Gene Hackman. Wait, come back. I was going to make espressos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gene Hackman.
I forgot, when we're all done, I did have an honorable mention.
Okay. Gene Hackman was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think
he was only in there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Very short cameo, but yeah, it was funny.
That movie was hilarious. Again, Madeline Kahn.
Mm-hmm.
You had Cloris Leachman.
Mm-hmm.
Stay close to the walls. The stairs can be treacherous.
So stupid, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I will say one of the more popular scenes from that movie, I think as over time it became a little less funny. So now I just kind of wait until the scene's over and then I can get back into the movie, and it's the putting on the Ritz scene.
Oh yeah.
It honestly doesn't do much for me. I thought it was hilarious growing up, but now it's like, yeah, okay, it's it's fine.
Yeah.
It's funny, it has its moments, but it's just, I think it just kind of slows the movie down in a weird way. Kind of how like this, like in Death Proof. The scene where they're sitting at the table kind of slows the movie down for you.
Absolutely.
That's what this scene does for me.
Absolutely. The camera rotating around or talking
and
about
I like
the
that
conversation.
Scene.
It just, it was the anchor.
Yeah.
And I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that scene is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Putting on the Ritz.
I don't. It's fine for what it is. And then the part that always gets me during that scene is when he just starts flapping, and then I lose it, and then I'm back in the movie. But not until he starts flapping his arms.
When they're singing.
When they're singing, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Peter Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But up until that point, then it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that movie and the outtakes. The outtakes.
Yes.
Marty Feldman.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they finished filming because Gene Wilder, he couldn't keep a straight face for anything. It was like watching the Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
Harvey Korman and Tim Conway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right. So now we're moving on to number 2. Number 2, folks. Again, comment your list, your favorites.
I don't like how I wrote that. Hang on. Alright, you count down.
Okay, so this is for number 2, Mel Brooks flicks. 3, 2, 1. History of the World Part 1.
Spaceballs. Yeah. Spaceballs. At this point I had a feeling that was going to be your number 2. That was actually my honorable mention.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't watched it as much as everything else on my list. That's not true. I've watched it more than Silent Movie, but we've already discussed on why that was on my list. I like it. It's funny. I just don't enjoy it as much as anything else on my list. So, number 6 for me.
I can see that. History of the World, you have, again, you've got Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got everybody in there. You have Harvey Korman. Oh my gosh. Gregory Hines.
I'm not good with names. Which one is that?
He was he was the one with the eunuchs.
Okay, yeah.
And Gone.
Yeah.
That was just...
One of the
Don't get saucy with me, Bernays.
Yeah. I think one of the most quotable line from that one, the one that I always remember from the movie, is nice. It's not stunning, but nice. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's just like the pissiest comment ever. And then it kind of leads into all the fat jokes, and he has like a big apple stuck in his mouth.
Oh yeah, when he was
Yeah.
It's good to be the king.
Yeah.
It's good to be the king.
So stupid.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's right. That was. Again, I forgot that was in the same movie.
Yeah.
The whole French Revolution part. I like that one. That's probably my favorite part of that movie.
We don't even have our own language. We just go, oh.
Oh, yeah. So stupid. Yeah.
And then, of course, they wrap it up with the upcoming trailers. Hitler on ice.
Yeah, that's where Mr. X was like, oh, Jews in space.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the best musical scene in the whole movie, Spanish Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny because I do remember all those.
Send in the nuns.
Yeah. I remember all those, but I just keep forgetting they're from the same movie.
Yeah.
Just because it's like it's literally history of the world. They're different stages in history, so it's like I don't know. I think this is why it's another reason why it shouldn't be on my list, because I remembered parts of it. I just read it was from the same movie.
Do you know who the narrator was?
There was a narrator. I don't remember.
Orson Welles.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. When they first started the movie, it was with Prehistoric Man, and it was Sid Caesar doing stand-up, and the dinosaur came in and grabbed him and took him off, and everybody was applauding. They were like, that was a part of the act.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then you just like, oh, this is going to be a hell of a ride. So, my number 2, History of the World Part 1.
I don't think I really have to defend this at all.
Yeah, no.
I had a very hard time deciding the placement for my top 2. Like the order for my whole list in general, but my top 2, I really don't prefer one or over the other. Just for the sake of this, I chose an order, and it could have been the other way and I still wouldn't have been happy, so I don't have a favorite out of the 2, this is just the order that I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're heading up to number 1.
Oh, God. Can you make it pretty? Let's go.
Shut up. Calm down.
Oh my god, are you writing a novel?
I think I'm done.
Okay.
This is number 1.
I forgot my number 1.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I don't like how I wrote that. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I broke it!
Yeah, it's... They're...
Okay.
Yeah. They're not high end.
We're cheap. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, Frankenstein's. Yeah, yeah.
Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles. I made my one fancy. Because it's over the top, like the ending of Blazing Saddles was.
Yes, I love the ending.
So Blazing Saddles. Mungo. Telegram for Mungo. Me, Mungo.
Yeah, I think most of the lines I can't say because they have swear words in it. But I do really love the ending where they the fight kind of leaks into the
sound set and Dom DeLuise is the director.
Yeah, like understand? Yes. Yeah.
They hit Buddy. Come on, girls.
Yeah, let's get him, girls. So stupid. Yeah, oh god, I love that movie so much. Yeah, the most bingeable movie out of all of them.
Yeah, and definitely the one that could never be made again.
Yeah.
But you know, with all the remakes,
why would you? Don't touch it.
Yeah, keep regurgitating and screwing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you? There's no need.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just Blazing Saddles is
Sladdles.
Sladdles. Blazing Sladdles is.
There's a lot of classic movies where it's like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
This is one here.
Yeah. Not like anyone. Can you imagine if they tried to remake that today and just took out all the racial stuff, all the jokes, and it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it would be
It's like that mom that was like, my 12-year-old son really wants to watch the Deadpool movie. Can you make a PG version of it?
Yeah.
And Ron was like, no, screw you.
Yeah. So that's our list for Mel Brooks movies, with honorable mentions and everything.
For mine, again, like I can't decide between the two. I think one of the reasons why I listed Young Frankenstein at number 1 is because I don't have a lot of favorite female comedians, just in general. But Madeline Kahn and Cloris Leachman are so funny, and the two of them and Carol Burnett, and then a handful of others I can't name off the top of my head.
Lucille Ball,
yeah, are like the funniest female comedians ever. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot today that I actually like.
Yeah.
But I think that's what pushed them forward, just because of the fact that it's like, oh, female comedians that are actually funny. Thank God.
Yeah.
And they're oh my God, they're so funny. And Cloris Leachman's character is just a psycho in that movie, and I love it.
He was my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fabluca.
Yeah.
What was the when she first showed him to his room, and she's like, Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Nothing. Thank you.
Would you care for some more milk? No, thank you. Some Ovaltine? Yeah.
Oh my God.
So there you go. That's our
Actually, I'm pretty
list.
happy with my list now. Now that I think back to some of those skits. I think it's Cloris Leachman that pretty much locks that in for me.
For Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, for number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madeline Kahn, yes. Cloris Leachman, I think, is the stronger of the two.
See, and Madeline Kahn was in Blazing Saddles,
Yep.
And
yeah.
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 The performer, God, what was her name in the movie?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. This is what happens. I don't write notes.
I love it when she's in that movie when she's like mouthing off to the sheriff and he just punches her in the face. She goes like, ah!
Yeah.
Just
He's twice the man you'll ever be. Oh.
Stupid. Oh my god.
Yeah. And you know, that's a sign of a great comedian. You're in a comedy, you've got to cheese it up, but you have to make sure it is not stupid.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be campy, it's got to be cheesy, it's got to be timed right. And yeah, Madeline Kahn.
Ah.
Oh my god. Let's face it, I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
She always has the fun accents too.
Yeah. Yeah, except in Clue. She didn't have an accent in Clue. But she was funny.
Oh, that took me a second.
Flames.
On the side of my face. Yeah.
So there you go. That's our list for top 5.
That was hard.
This Sunday. Yeah, it was fun.
That was a hard list, yeah.
I wish I had some more notes. But yeah, there you go. So leave us comments. Let us know what your list was. Did you agree, disagree?
Some suggestions on other top 5 lists that you would like to see us do. I actually don't have any ideas because I'm tired right now. Actually, I came up with the last few. You come up with one.
I came up with this one. We were talking about Mel Brooks movies.
No, I came up with this one. How dare you?
I planted the seed.
No,
I planted the seed. I watered it. You just came by and picked the petals.
No.
# pedal picker.
No, that is such a load of crap. I came up with it. No, you didn't. I was proud that I came up with this one too. I'm like, oh, Mel Brooks, that'll be fun. That'll make him suffer a little bit.
All the talking about Richard Pryor and Mel Brooks and all those movies, that wasn't a clue for you.
No. It still wasn't your idea though, it was mine. You were just going off on a tangent talking about comedians.
Petal plucker. Petal plucker. You plucked the petals from my planted seed. Oh. I wonder if I could edit that out. Oh, damn.
I think we're done.
Yeah, with that being said, we're going to wrap this one up. We'll go wash my mouth out with bleach. Oh. Oh, crap. Huh. I got nothing else to say. I'll see you guys next week.